Hey guys, I apologize for the lack of uploads recently. I will try to get better at it. But today's video is another Yap video, and it's mostly to help me talk out loud to myself, to share my own thoughts, to help me get through this problem I've been struggling with, that maybe some of you are as well. I think everyone to some degree is struggling with this issue, and this video is my take on probably the best way to deal with it. And the issue I want to be talking about is how do you honestly persevere through something that you have put in so much time and effort into and you're not seeing the results you want. It could be drawing. You spend hours a day drawing and your rate of improvement's really not that good. And then you hop on social media and you see all these people who have been drawing way less than you who have better art. It could be going to the gym. You train hard every day. You're not seeing the results you want. You're trying to sleep as well as possible, but you're getting stressed out from being behind. So now it impacts your sleep quality, which therefore impacts your recovery, which therefore impacts the progress you make. And it turns into this big vicious cycle. It could be business goals. There's so many people your age that are where you want to be and haven't had to put the sacrifice that you have had. My point is there's so many issues that so many people can experience about wanting to give up on something that they're passionate about because they're not seeing the interest paying off, right? The investment they put up, their time and energy, is not paying back the dividends that they thought it would by then. Now, for me personally, this is social media to some extent, and it's also my physique to some extent. Now, the past year, I have been in a better mental spot because I've been able to fix my split, optimize my recovery, carb intake, which was the biggest thing. So now I'm actually training hard and I am seeing progress. If you compare myself right now to where I was a year ago, I made more progress and mass in these past 7 months since I've changed my split and managed my fatigue than I did the past 3, 4 years combined. So from a physique standpoint, I'm in a better spot. But again, I still am insecure with my arms compared to a lot of social media things I see. And if I want to model for my clothing brand that I'm doing, then I need more thickness. So that's something I'm struggling with. But I know it will come with time. The main thing is social media, right, dude? Social media is such a fascinating avenue to pursue because your life can honestly change completely in just a few months. And that's the biggest thing that's keeping me going. I've posted, I don't know how many of you know this, but I've posted every single day, multiple times a day for a year and a half straight now. Before, I posted every single day for a year straight consistently. I didn't miss a single day, even when I was hospitalized. I still, okay, well, when I had my knee surgery, I missed one day, but I was unconscious then, so that's out of my control. Anyway, my point is I was super consistent and I was doing what these top people were doing in like the fitness space. There's a kid he was younger than me. There's a kid named Jamin Fit who I took a lot of inspiration from when I first made my account because I'm like, oh, okay, my physique is pretty comparable to his. So if this guy can get 200,000 followers in X time, then maybe I could get something like that, you know? Again, that comparison stuff. And it just really isn't that simple because social media is so. It's not complicated, it's just irritating. Because it's one of those things where you have to have absolute self faith. It's truly the perfect test to your own self belief and ambition. Because you are putting in so much time and effort and energy into these videos that you see no payoff for, and you just have to keep on doing it for this end goal that you don't know how long it'll take to get there. You are literally just running into a tunnel with no lights around you, with the only motivator being the future you see for yourself. And that's what's been motivating me for the past year the first year straight of social media. I didn't get more than 250. I didn't get more than 50 20 followers. I didn't get more than 20 followers in that full year posting every single day. In that first year, I agree my content wasn't the best. It was a little all over the place. It wasn't super fitness orientated. And right now, it's my content. I'm still trying to find my identity, because I'm so passionate about fitness and health, but also anime especially. I mean, I grew up on anime in middle school. I watched Naruto for the first time, and that was just a rabbit hole, a wormhole to open me up to all the other shows. So I wanted to combine the anime fitness niche, right? But I just haven't found any success doing that, man. It's hard. And I see people who have combined this and have succeeded, and I've been taking inspiration from them as well, and it's just no progress. The past 5 months now, I haven't posted any. I mean, I've posted a lot. The past 5 months, I haven't gotten more than 50 followers, I think. I haven't gotten more than 50 to 100 followers on TikTok. All my views have been below 300, 400 views. And that's because I've swapped from doing this in my JoJo content, which was straight. That's not the only content that I've ever seen any progress in at all or any kind of impact on numbers is my JoJo controversial take videos with X is the most underrated stan. No, X is the underrated stan. No, Y is the most underrated stan. No, Z is. And it's just different POVs of me arguing with myself and then a flexing video at the end. But people weren't staying and watching that for me. That wasn't blowing up for me or following for me. It was just mostly for the content behind the video. It was about the stand. The stands was the primary discussion. Nothing about me, my knowledge, my interests. There was nothing that attached my content to me as a person, but instead it attached the debates from a series that those individuals liked to my content, which therefore builds a very shallow, in my opinion, audience. Now, I do have a few people that really appreciate the direction I went with that, and I've gotten really nice comments about it from people saying, man, I appreciate the JoJo content, it motivates you, it's hella funny, all that kind of stuff. So all I posted for a few weeks and months consistently was just that JoJo content, only focused around debate style stuff. All 5 hashtags would just be JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, JoJo's whatever. It was all just JoJo. And I like JoJo's, don't get me wrong. The problem is that now I realize that is not going to be pushing my brand anywhere in a direction that I want, that I can see a long-term success with from a fitness perspective. And so once I stopped doing that, for the past 5 months straight, rarely have I ever gotten a video that's over 300, 400 views. Because I think my videos were so ingrained into that JoJo community that now if I post anything, flop, and it's been taking so long to readjust. Because I don't think my videos are that bad informationally wise or visually. I mean, I've been spending hours a week learning DaVinci Resolve for video editing, for transitions, cinematography, but mostly video editing effects. And I think my content posting has gone way better. The other day I spent a few hours editing this physique video just for it to get 7 likes, and that's the hard part is you have to, I'm being a hypocrite because I don't do it. It's hard to do it, man. But you have to learn how to detach yourself from the short-term results and sacrifice that frustration for the long-term vision you see for yourself. Despite spending hours a day editing and making all these videos and getting in my own head, the reason why I'm able to keep on going is because if I stop now, what I'd sacrifice is so much worse than the frustration and the time and effort I'm losing from putting into these videos, right? If I quit posting now and social media stuff now, the sacrifice is my dream life. The sacrifice is a future where I'm free to eat the kind of foods I want to, wake up and go to the gym at the times I want to, hang out with the friends I want to, play the video games and have the hobbies I want to, right? Watch the anime I want to, all these times. If I stop now, what I'm sacrificing is my future freedom. It's my dream, right? And now I don't know how many, I'm going to be posting this on my story. So I don't know how many of my friends will actually, from like high school and stuff, will actually watch this. Probably none of them. But if they do, they'll probably think I'm a loser, which some of them do for like posting and doing this kind of stuff. Because it's childish to some extent, right? You have to be naive. You have to be so, not motivated, you have to just be so sure of your own success to keep on going and being pursuant that it really does seem like a lottery, because people say it's a lottery to win the lot, to do content creation, right? People always say, if one day I do make it, right, which I will, because if I don't quit, eventually I'll make it, right? The only time that you're a loser is when you quit. I will never quit. I don't care how long it'll take. I will make this come true. Ideally, I'd like it to happen in the next 2 years. And I'm going to be doing everything I can for that. I've been recording hours of content a day and ideating and doing all this creative stuff. But if you make it, people who haven't been in your shoes are just going to boil it all down to luck. Oh, you just won the lottery, dude. Nice try. How about you just go get a real job? Stop trying to tell people to do this instead of just going to get a real job, because you just have to be super lucky to succeed, which you do. You have to essentially win the lottery. But you can't win the lot. And I don't know why no one understands, like, why people who don't do social media or don't try to start their own businesses, they just don't understand this concept to me. I don't get it. You can't win the lottery if you never buy the ticket, right? You showing up every single day and never quitting on your goal and pursuing relentlessly despite all the failure is going to be putting you in a position to eventually get that breakthrough, is to get that luck for your dream to come true. So the TLDR is, if you've been putting in the time and energy and mental power into a dream that you're just not seeing any results for, like I've been having with my social media, then think about what you'd give up if you stop now. What would you sacrifice if you stopped now and it worked out? If this really did, if what you were trying to do really worked out to what you envision it to be, what is it that you're sacrificing by stopping? Now, and that's what's been keeping me going by a hair strand, right? Every single night, I have trouble going to bed because, like, once I'm trying to, like, go to sleep, my brain starts waking up, and I just can't stop thinking about how little I've progressed, because I basically give my mentally, like, subconsciously, I've given myself an ultimatum that I basically have to achieve my dream by the time before I graduate college, so that way I don't have to stress out about finding a secure job in this cooked job market economy with cooked prices and cooked everything, because the economy's gone to garbage. I basically subconsciously give myself an ultimatum, and now I'm starting college back again in a few weeks, and I realized that the time I have now, I'm not going to have as much free time during college for obvious reasons. So summer is really the only chance I have to pull this off, to maximize the growth and expedite it, because it'll be a lot harder to maintain my current progression during college. And that's why I've been so in my own head, is because I'm just constantly feel like I'm running out of time. Like, I go to sleep, like, mentally stressed out about being behind where I want to be, and then I wake up, and then a whole day is just, I feel like I'm not like everything's going too slow, progress is not where it needs to be, and it really makes you start doubting if like your goals are going to be attainable in the time span that you want them to. But again, I just can't stop because your life can change so fast. There's people who get 100,000 followers in a month, in a few months. You don't even need that much. You just need a nice loyal following, and then you can get brand deals. You could stream your video games. Like, that's what I try to do. Is the only outlets I have from not being stressed out about myself, about my future, is when I'm playing video games, which I try to stream as much as possible to help build a community and viewers. But also whenever I eat. My only relaxing times of my whole day is when I eat and when I play video games at night. And then when I hang out with my friends, that's when I could forget about my future. The whole rest of the day is me stressed out about finding something that could actually blow up and the content that would work. I just need to figure out one kind of formula that's in the niche I want to, that I could at least replicate before I get to college, so that way I know what to do and I could stop wasting time trying to find some kind of content. I just need one, bro. I just need one and my whole life can change, dude, because then I could just copy and paste. That's what I did for that JoJo content. Full year posting every single day, I didn't get more than 20 followers. I found that I did that one JoJo style debate video. In a week, I got 1,000 followers. It slowed down, but I kept on spamming it. Now I was at 4,000 followers. Okay, a few months later, I stopped doing that content because it doesn't align with the brand. But now I'm back at basically like I've made zero progress. You know, I just need to find that one thing. So this video is getting long enough. My advice to you is, no matter what you're going through mentally, you can't give up, because your future that you envision for yourself is too great of a sacrifice for you to stop for some short-term anguish. You know? Again, this is more me talking out loud to myself to try to convince myself. But you never know when it's going to work out. You never know when opportunity is going to slap you in the face and go like this to your cheeks. You just never know, right? And so that's what's been motivating me, if you guys are wondering. My dream is to just be free. You know, it's to keep on doing the things I like. Going to the gym in the morning, eating my diet, which is expensive. I'm very fortunate right now, but I need to stop being a parasite, you know? But yeah, those are my thoughts. I'll try to post more. If you guys like the Stardew Valley content in the background, let me know. I've been having a lot of fun on Stardew Valley, so I'll keep on recording it and uploading more of that. Stardew Valley is a great game, bro, but I've wasted too much time like min-maxing. So like, if I ever do a second, I'll probably try to get perfection for my first playthrough. If I ever do a second playthrough, that'll be probably progressing faster. But right now I'm trying to finish Stardew Valley, at least get the community center, and then I'll probably start playing other games, because there's a lot of video games I want to play, which I won't have the luxury of doing if I don't make my dream come true. So it goes back to the vicious cycle. Anyway, I'm done. Peace.